What is going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be going over a fragrance from Making Sense. I ended up picking up this fragrance a while ago, probably last year. When I picked it up, it smelled great, but there was like a slight alcohol odor profile that was going on. And I mentioned it to him, mentioned it to the perfumer, and he was super cool enough to try another formula, try another different type of alcohol, and he sent me a version. So this is one with a much lower alcohol profile, alcohol odor, and he actually enhanced the fragrance a little bit and kind of amped up certain aspects of the fragrance. So I'm gonna go and grab the one that I have from last year and compare it to the new formulation that he sent. The fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today: Pop Art from Making Sense. Now there are some subtle differences even in the labels as well as the juice. So this one here is the first one. This is the first one that was sent. It was sort of the same style label, but this one had two gold stripes going down the top as well as the bottom with a clear colored juice. You can see I used a little bit of this one. Uh, Got Pop Art on there, Extrait de Parfum. And this one, the same sort of label, but it has like a gradient grayish blue stripes on the top and bottom. Got the same, lettering, same sort of design on the background. But this one has like a goldish color juice, and there's like a little bit of a shimmer in there as well. Some shimmering, like some flakes almost. But that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna try the old formulation on this arm here. And a lot of that alcohol sort of odor profile definitely toned down some. But it took a while of maceration for that to sort of tone down. But I can spray this now and get right to it. I get little, very, very little alcohol profile from the old formulation. So that's good. So even with what he was using, just give it some time and let it mature a little bit more and it'll come around. Mm, very nice. So this, of course, is his formulation of Andy Warhol. The notes for this fragrance is plum, cypress, citrus, bergamot, oud, rose, patchouli, French labdanum, jasmine, vanille, sandalwood, olibanum, and musk. And for the new formulation, and I really love the color of that juice in comparison to that old one. I love the way that looks. I like the little shimmer that he had in there. It's a nice touch. So we're gonna try this one on this arm. One thing I noticed that this one is a bit warmer. Not a whole lot, but it's a bit warmer. So it lets me know that the oil content may be possibly a little higher. Okay, so with this one, the oud is a bit kicked up a little bit more. This one is really nice, but I get more of that plum, like the deep plum on the old formulation. I get a lot of the plum, a little bit of the sandalwood, and a little bit of the oud, and it's all balanced. This one is a little misbalanced, and I like it though. It's like he comes up on the oud a lot more in this one, and it comes off like a really sweet oud. This one comes off like a oud fragrance with plum instead of a plum fragrance with oud. But I love it. Both formulations are really good, especially with the old formulation and the alcohol sort of calming down, and you're able to really get into the fragrance and enjoy it. It was really nice, really smooth, but it's a lighter Andy Warhol. It's a much lighter than some of the variations that I've had. Most of the variations that I had are super saturated, super boozy, super thick, super dense with that plum and that oud and just that booziness. This one has a lot more. He definitely amped this one up a bit. But this one comes off more like a sweet plum oud. And it's super enjoyable. Super enjoyable. It's much more mature, in my opinion. The Andy Warhol that I've had before that was real saturated and boozy, it seemed like it could be a bit juvenile, and depending on where you're wearing it. But I love it. I completely love that scent. Love it, love it, love it. A lot of people was recommending it to me when I was checking out certain houses, so I went ahead and just picked it up and loved that particular fragrance. And I love what he did with this one, making it a little darker, a little bit more sensual, and just a bit more mature. And yeah, excellent job with this one. 0 to no alcohol profile located in the new formulation, and with the old formulation sitting for about a year or so, it has little to no alcohol profile as well. Excellent job here. This is a gorgeous scent. You spray it on and get right to it. With having a scent that has a loud odor profile with that alcohol, if I was to do this, and 3 right here, it would choke me out, you know, and that's one of the things you don't really want. You don't want to necessarily have to sit and kind of hold your breath or do a bunch of fanning, or, you know, you want to be able to spray away, you know what I mean? And this formulation definitely allows for it, and with the proper maceration, this one does too. Mike, excellent job over at Making Sense. Also, another difference that I was noticing with the labels, I did notice at first, is the dark outline. So that dark border with the gold lines right there, the new one doesn't have that border. I didn't notice that at first, but yeah. And also the spray. Nice spray on there. This is a 17 ml bottle, if I'm not mistaken, which is a good size. Like, this is a decent size where I can get a lot of sprays, a lot of wearing out of this. I can get really acclimated to a fragrance, and this will help me decide whether or not I want to go ahead and pull a trigger on a real bottle or just want to get a bigger bottle from him. Michael Dinsmore over at Making Sense. I appreciate your work, dude. You do an excellent job, and I would definitely be purchasing some more from you in the near future. I will drop the link in the description where you guys can check out this company for yourself as well. Large selection, excellent customer service, and he's quick. He is fast. He's not slowful by any means. Whatever you need, he'll hook you up. If you got some custom that you want, he'll look out for you and see what he can do for you as well. And that is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.